And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. Working on the system for awesomeness here. The next thing I want to do, I've got all the stuff for getting oil. I've got 16 fractioning stills, 16 conversion kits, and all sorts of gloriousness. But before we get into that, I'm going to need some things. First, plated. We need to set up some systems for the output of these, because half of these are going to output like tar, the other half are going to output sulfur. So we need a system to store that isn't too bad. So we're going to look at the storage drawer mod again, and we're going to try to use, let's see, where's spruce? There it is. 16 stacks per drawer. Basic drawer. 32. There it is. 32 stacks. That's what I want. I think chests are already auto crafting. Yes. So, spruce wood planks. I want to craft those. And we're going to pop that in here. I want a bunch of these. I want like 32 of these. So drawer. So I'm going to need a key. I'm going to need like 32 of these. Let that craft up. And we're going to need a drawer controller. Not a compacting, a drawer controller. Comparator. I don't think we have comparators as a thing. So let's set that up. Like comparators and repeaters. Usually those are not used too much, but apparently they are. So let's set this up. Drawer controller. The controller is a great little thing that you can use to interact with a whole bunch of drawers. So we're going to take all of these drawers out and then craft our controller. Bingo, there we go. Okay. The other things we're going to want to automate the upgrade thing. No, not that. Let's get a drawer. I don't know why it does this. So drawer upgrade. Let's give you one of those. And now I should be able to craft this. So I want to make sure these are all crafting. Okay. So there is the emerald upgrade kit. I want to automate the void upgrade. And let's see. We can't do the creative stuff, of course. Do we have any keys? We do have one more key. Okay. We're going to head on over here, and we're going to have a little system. So if we have coming straight out of here, so right there is the controller. Down below that, we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, we have 8 more? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So a wall of drawers that can store a lot of things for us. I want to lock them all and get all of their quantified stuff and things. So the first things first, we're going to want to set up a few of these. Let's first get the upgrades into the system. So void, regular upgrade, and emerald upgrade. So like sulfur, we're going to want that in there. I don't think we have any tar yet. So sulfur is definitely something we're going to want. Bone is definitely something we want. String is something we're going to want. You know, a lot of this stuff we have lots of already, and we're just gonna have more of it. So a lot of these are mob drops too. Do we have any? We do have a little bit of rotten flesh. Let's see what else we have. We're gonna want, and that's one of the reasons why I have so many. So all the different types of rods that we can get, we want those all to go in there. Basically, anything that we can get a lot of, like spruce, we probably have a lot of logs, so we're probably going to want some of those in there. We can, you know, craft as needed the planks. Eventually, we'll be able to do that, not a problem. And so, yeah, so let's get these set up. So first is sulfur, and then blitz rod, blizz rod, and blaze rod. We're gonna do like the mob drops on this side over here, and then spruce logs. I think logs we'll probably put over here. And let's see, wood. So acacia, birch, oak, jungle, dark oak. Looks like we have a few more than I thought we did. And mineral. We're definitely going to want some more mineral wood eventually. So that's spruce. Let's do jungle, oak, birch. Mineral can go down here. Dark oak, and acacia. That's all of them. Did I miss one? There is spectral. We'll get into that later. The thing that I want to do though is make sure these are all set, and we'll be able to manage them a little bit easier. Oh yeah, gunpowder I definitely want. Definitely want gunpowder. And let's see, glowstone. Probably want some of that over there. Nah, because we can craft that as needed with the induction smelter. That actually has an induction smelter recipe. It's very cheaty, but in the early game, it's very helpful to have an easy way to get that stuff. And let's see, spruce we've already got. Let's see what else we have in general that we might want over there. I'm planning on having our ores and stuff being processed, so I'm not too much of in a hurry. Now, how about our pulverized things? Yeah, I think we're gonna want that. So let's stop. I am going to stop this. Turn that off. Let those process and finish, and then we can worry about what we want to do with the remaining. So let's see, aluminum, copper, gold. Iridium is something we get right now that we don't really need. There's iron, lead, nickel, obsidian. We can pulverize that as needed, but I'm gonna put it in there anyway, just so I can mass craft it. Platinum, silver, and well, tin. We don't really have a whole lot of tin right now, so I'm hoping to process that soon. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff. So gunpowder, we're gonna put that over here. That's kind of a mob drop, and then we're gonna have a whole lot. So aluminum, copper, gold, platinum, nickel, obsidian. There we go. And all of these things are already locked and set. The only thing we don't have is any upgrades in these. So they hold 32 stacks by default, and we're going to want to upgrade that because we're going to want a whole lot of that stuff on hand. But this is going to go a long way to help clear some space in our storage, because if you look, come over here to our storage, yeah, we're trying to clear a little bit of space out of there. Hopefully these are slowly getting done. Yeah, they're slowly getting done. So let's see here. I would like a storage bus. So here's a storage bus. We'll cover the storage bus in this episode. Come on, give me the craft. There it is. I've already got some fluix, so let's go here. And we are gonna extend this line. 1, 2. We're gonna put the storage bus on the controller. Yoink. This is going to be a higher priority than everything else, and it's going to be bidirectional and all good sorts of good stuff. So this is actually going to take higher priority than the drives down here. So when it comes to putting new stuff in here, it's going to go just fine. It's going to be like, oh yeah, we can work just fine with what we've got in here. So the other thing, how am I doing for emeralds? 87. I haven't been processing any emeralds to speak of. So how many emerald upgrades can I get? Can I get like a stack? No, I can't. Can I get a few? Yes, I can. So we'll let those. It's kind of a crafting. It's kind of a slow process right now because it's not able to do more than 2 things at once. Why is it using drawers? Oh, it's because it's upgrades. That's why. So 29, 30. So you can just right click a drawer to upgrade them. So I actually want a lot of string, not so much bone. I don't think we need a whole lot of bone. But I definitely want, let's see. I'm going to want at least some spruce. And this, putting one of these in one of these drawers increases the storage capacity to 65,000. So it goes from 2,000 capacity to 65,000. So one here, 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 and here. Sulfur gets some. I definitely want at least one in all of my dusts. And if you want to check, shift right click with an empty hand, and you can see. So mineral wood, I want some in there. Yeah, I think all my woods I'm probably going to want a little bit of extra. This is iron, I believe. Yes. I want a few in here. So we look at that. That's a lot of iron. 1, 2, 3 in there. That's gold. Extra in copper. Let's see. That's lead, pulverized obsidian, silver. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's very good, in fact. And yeah, we don't need that much rotten flesh. We don't need that much bone. We really don't need that many spider eyes. We're good on all of those. Sulfur, we've got one in already. Tar, I'll leave this one for tar. So what do we do when we don't want more than so many things? Well, that is where the void comes in. We can use these void upgrades to say, hey, when you go over this amount, just accept it, but void it. Get rid of it. So we're going to void, 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 void all of those, including those. We can control how many of these we get due to the mob farm. But we also want to void sulfur, because we're going to be getting a lot of that. Even though we're going to be able to hold a lot, we're going to be getting a lot of that stuff. So the other thing that we're going to want is tar. So let's see if we can't get those fractioning stills up and running. Do we have time? I think we have a little bit of time. So what I want to do is I want to get, now that we have that set up, and I will in a future episode show how to transfer the stuff that we already have into that system. We may have to do that now, but I kind of wanted these to be done with their processing, because right now the new stuff is going in here because this has a higher priority. So this is already doing a good job. Ooh, the other thing we're gonna want is coal in there. Coal. So get some coal. I want, let's see, drawer. Let's get a few of these. I'm gonna probably have a lot of coal in the system. It's used for a few things. So yeah, let's go put coal in the system. So coal. Let's do 1, 2. And that is good. I mean, that's gonna hold 2 emerald upgrades, holds like 130,000. So yeah, I think we're gonna be good on that. Glad I thought about that, because we're actually really short on coal. So as we process it, we don't have the thing to process this yet. But once we start, this will be transferred from 1,500 to, oh, I don't know, 9,000. So yeah, that's good to have that on hand as needed. So if we go down to the fractioning still area, this is where we want to set up our processing. So this is our oil. We've already got 1,300 buckets, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like it has stopped. So we need to either go and check on that or just accept that it's done. So fractioning still here and here, all the way up. Like that. That is your fractioning still system. So first one is, let's clear all these. Do we have, I'm going to try to grab the red print. I think we still have it. Do we not have the red print? Oh, I guess we don't. Let's grab one. This will really help. Okay, so we're going to go in on this side, and we're going to go out on this side. And this is going to produce an extra thing. That is going to go out the back, the yellow. Same with this. Clear, in on this side. The out is going to go this side, and the back is going to get the extra. Ooh, looks like flowers returned to sender. Okay, so copy, paste. Nice. And then nope. That's right. Clear, copy, and then paste. There we go. So now they're all set up exactly the same. Every one of these is set up in line and to be the same. That is part number 1. And part number 2 is trying to get all this stuff organized and settled and all that kind of stuff. So we need a type of pipe that transfers power and items. Well, we've already run into that. The signalum plated item duct. And let's see. Let's try to get this a little more transparent. There we go. One more. Oh, I guess we can't. Okay, that's fine. That's good for us. Now, do we have any orange? We have some orange terracotta. I need some orange wool. Please. I'm going to grab a little bit of this. And we're going to look up chest, because we need the ender chest. Might as well do a recipe for this. And right in here. So now when I search for chest, it should come up. And again, oh, let's craft 64 chests. That's a thing that needs to be done. So we're going to put this here. We're going to put these here. We're going to just grab a bunch of orange chests, because these are all going to have to go into the system. Okay, so back here, we're going to have all of these dump all of their things into this chest here. So, Signalum plated impulse item duct. Oh, beautiful invention here. They'll be able to move power and items, and we can split them here to make them a little bit more efficient. Otherwise, stuff is going to just bounce around, and we don't want that. So, yeah, the first set, I think the first set gives tar, and the second set gives sulfur, or one of the other ones. It's somewhere in there. I've already got a ME cable over here ready to deliver power, because we need a little power input to get the system running, and then the output will be good to go. Okay, so we need FE. Where's my memory card? Oh, I must have put it away. There it is. Grab you. And then I can set that, and that will power all of these machines. Granted, they're all right now only taking 20 RF. Well, we just happen to have upgrade kits for all these. So, loud noise warning. Here we go. Ta-da! There is a glorious fractioning still. So, we will finish this off next episode, because we not only need to start processing the oil, but we also need to build the engine, the generator, and that's going to take a lot of crafting. And it's still really dark over here, so I'm going to mess up my lighting system and get some light over here for everybody. Maybe a little on the top too. So that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.